November date that's pending between Ward and Kovalev. Do you have any insight on that?
No more than anybody else. Just a number, just a date that was put out there. I don't have any confirmation on anything.
How much of a threat is Barrera here for Andre Ward?
About every time you get in that ring, you have a threat in front of you. So he's a big threat. He's taken very seriously, and I think he's the right person to fight, to see if the decision to move in the light heavyweight division was the right one. So, big threat.
A lot of people still tell me that Andre Ward is the number one fighter. Now that Floyd left, that he's the number one fighter, despite if he hasn't been active or not. They still give him that credit. How does that make you feel, Virgil? Getting that prestigious title, and not just one person, but a lot of people telling me that.
Well, I think that Andre appreciated it. I do too, but it's not over yet. And however the pound for pound thing lies, so be it. But of course, those who think that he's number one, I take my hat off to him. I applaud him. I don't think he's number one, but one day I think I might say it, but not right now. You have to put some others ahead of him.
Who is number one right now that you feel is the top fighter right now at the moment, now that Mayweather's retired and Pacquiao's on his way out?
It's a 10-way tie.
10-way?
10-way tie.
Who are the guys, the 10 guys?
I can't think of it, but it's a tie. You don't see nobody settling on it, do you? Nobody's patented it, right? Nobody's that person for sure, so it's a tie. Nobody can seem to get the order right? The numbers right. You got this person, this website says this, that website says that, these magazines says this person says that, so it's a tie, right?
Obviously Sullivan Barrera, but more extra motivation for you kind of challenging minds with Abel Sanchez?
No, it's not between me and Abel Sanchez. I admire him as a great coach. He's proven that. Any coach that has a camp in place for fighters and everything like that, I admire that he's reinvesting, into himself and to the fighter. So it's not about me and Abel. I mean, of course, there's a game plan that you might have. There's instructions in the corner, but ultimately it's up to the fighter once, the coaching is done in the gym leading up to the fight. Once the fight starts, that's over with, so you have to be able to call the fight, you have to be able to guide him through the fight.
A lot of times there was a lot of talk about him fighting, Andre Ward fighting Golovkin. Now that's kind of changed to Kovalev. Do you see a similarity in kind of those fights, or do you think maybe the Kovalev fight might be even a tougher assignment than Golovkin?
Well, I can't say because we haven't fought either one of them. So,
from what you see, from what both guys have.
From what I see, both of them are executioners, are killers. From what I see. So, I can't put one over the other because each one, when he steps in the ring, gets the job done. In a violent way. So, I can't put one over the other.
Abel Sanchez told me that they're planning on with Barrera, that he's planning on using obviously Barrera's size, his strength, planning on leaning on Ward, smothering him, things like that. Is there any hearing that stuff? Do you prepare differently, or is there any different preparations you do, being that Ward's going to be filling out to 175 this time?
Well, Andre can fight several different ways. He will adapt. So. I never really have a game plan with him. I just get him ready, I focus on him and then let him do what he's going to do, because what worked for somebody in one fight might not work for the other, So I'm sure that if that happens, that he'll make the adjustment.